Hi guys. So just jumping on before New York bell rings, and there was CPI today. So most probably may not be trading just because I don't really like to trade on news days because even though the news is hit at 1:30 UK time and the reaction has already happened, but I do feel like during the day and during New York session it can get a little bit unpredictable sometimes. So just try and stay away unless I find something really, really like I'm so sure on, or maybe I take a smaller lot size. But anyway, let's just jump on and let's just see what news did, right? So this is what CPI News did today at 1:30 UK time. Can you see the right push up here? We did say price was going to go down, but at the end of the day, there was liquidity right at the top, which I'll show you guys in a bit. But before I do that, I do want to show you guys this volatility index, which I talked about in my yesterday's video. So because price pushed up here, if you look at the volatility index, see what happened. It's going on a down, right? So price literally pushed down, if you can see here, at one around 130, one-ish basically. I'm just trying to get this here. So 110. So you can see the price is pushing down, which means US30 is going to be going up. But the question really is price going to go back down for US30 because this is a liquidity zone which the volatility index could be moving towards and later go all the way back up. So anyway, just going back to US30. So for today, there was liquidity, which I'm going to show you guys right now. I'm just going to close all my indicators because you guys don't really I don't want to kind of make this so messy. um Let me just close all of this first, or maybe let's just on this and we can, yeah, we can leave this. Okay, there we go. So if you can see on a higher time frame, there is a liquidity grab right up here. So I was thinking price was going to come here and do the liquidity grab at the bottom. So this was what my previous videos were set price is going to push up. I still do think price is going to push down. The question really is it going to grab the liquidity on the upside first before going down? So right now, price is in a very, very crucial zone, I feel. So it is here. And if you can see, if I'm going to just quickly draw my support resistance lines here so you guys can have a look. Horizontal line. Okay, so this is a very key zone here. You can see that price has touched this point many times. It's mitigated here many, many times, and this is a zone, and this is where the price is literally, you know, just moving around this area. So right now, if you can see my moving averages, so for me, when the moving averages are so messed up like that, I just typically stay out of the market, guys. That's really what I like to trade in a trend, like if it's like when it's spread open like this and it's like, so there's a rejection. If you can see here, I'm going to show you guys this. So can you see this where it's rejected here on the 10 moving average? So literally, I will basically take this down. Even this to me is still a risky trade. The reason being because my 200 moving average is below, which means price is above the 200 moving average, which is still a buy. So even if I had taken this, it would have been really, really a very tight stop loss. And and then I could have literally, can you see here? So I would have literally maybe gone in on another lot once it starts to push down. But this is a risky. So it's always good to kind of take it. This is really crazy. Look at this. So literally, I think this is like a consolidation that's happening here right now. So if I on my consolidation, so I have like zones. I mean, you can see a consolidation, but there is an indicator for consolidation as well. So you can literally just turn it back on, and it is going to show you. Can you see all the zones that's been marked up right now? So you know that price is literally just consolidating. You guys get me? I'm going to turn it off right now. Sorry, because we don't want the chart to be so messy. Yeah, but so you see, the thing is, I get mixed reviews when people say that, you don't need indicators to trade. Sure, you can trade on a naked chart. Like, I think it's super important as a trader, honestly, is to be able to trade on a naked chart. As in, like, can you see what price is going to do? And since we got a little bit of time, price is going to hit the 230 bell right now. Let's just see what price does first, and then I'll show you guys, um, you know how I would play with a naked chart, okay? So, and you really do not need any indicators whatsoever. And I'll just show you guys what I mean about that. Indicators are just useful just because I don't know. I find the pin bar indicator, especially the pin bar and the smooth moving averages, really, really useful just because it's fanning out. I know what I'm looking for, and once it does a rejection, I'm entering. You know, that kind of thing where it's a strategy in its own place. But again, you must be able to read on a naked chart and what is the market trying to tell you? Where do you think price action is going to go? So yeah, we can see price here for the opening of New York. Let's just see what it does. So literally not much movement at all, guys. Do you know one thing that I have realized is when New York opens or any session opens, right? What price does when it's open? Normally that candle, and for the rest of the session, it does the opposite. But again, let's just I just feel like this is just going to now do like a retracement. But anyway, so okay, it's not really doing much, so let's forget about that. So really, what you want to do, start off with a naked chart, is price is going upwards still. So there is a lot of bullish momentum bias on US30 right now, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to draw. So price is here right now. I should not be drawing. So let's just get the 2 hour chart. Okay, so what you want to do is to literally, I'm going to drop it down to 1 hour. Draw support. Okay, this is perfect. Support resistance lines, 2 lines above price action, 2 lines below price action. Okay, so that you know where price possibly could go to. So price is here. Right now you can see the blue blue line, and then there's 2 lines above and there's 2 lines below. All right, I'm going to stop drawing lines for now. So what you want to do after is identify liquidity zones, and you could literally draw them in the hour, you could draw them. I like to kind of know where my bias is, so I'll show you guys what I mean. So let's go to the dailies. Always a top-down analysis is how you want to kind of find your daily bias, so that you kind of know where price is or what price is trying to do. So if you can see here, it is on upzone. I'm going to draw a trend line. Okay, so can you guys see this? So like I said, that is liquidity grab at the bottom. Okay, just going to draw this here right now. There is liquidity to be grabbed right at the bottom. So I do feel price could come possibly down after doing a grab at the top. But having said that, there is a lot of liquidity. Can you see all this grab? So price literally could take all of this out and then drop back down. So literally for right now, price is mm, I would say it's still bullish. All right, price is bullish on an overall higher time frame. Yeah, personally so. But again, if you can see, it's like a channel, guys. Come on, I'll show you. Let's see. You know, sometimes I do once in a while enjoy like drawing this up just because it is quite fun, and this is just really a hangout. Let's hang out session kind of a thing. So yeah. So can you see this right now? So price is just literally playing in the channel, and how it's going to break. It's a really another question. I'm going to see. Do you know what? I always have issues finding the arrows. Where's that? I want the continuation arrow, if that makes sense. Oops. Let me see if I can find it. I have no idea, guys, to be honest. So I'm just going to have to. I think this. Okay, it could be this, to be honest. Okay, so literally price could break out here. I don't think this is the arrow. There should be another arrow, but anyway. And then come back to test the zone, and then possibly go back up. Okay. So this is on a day, on a weekly I'm talking about. All right, we managed to draw. And then the same thing, price could break out here, come back to retest the zone, and price is going to push right back down. Okay, so this is how it possibly could happen. I know, do you know when people say that these two scenarios could happen, but that's the case with the market, really. It's not for us to play the guesswork. It's really just seeing what the market does, and and just reacting to it after. Do you guys get me? So I'm gonna delete all of this just because we're trying to trade on a naked chart, and I want to keep it as simple as possible and clean. Okay, so this is, for me, I still do think price is on a trend in a channel right now. Okay, so I'm just waiting, but as it is consolidating as well. So you can see that it's overall bullish, but it's like, just really playing in the channel it is. So right now, what we want to do is to see where possibly price could go on a lower time frame. Okay, so here you can see price is literally on uptrend here right now. So okay, I'm gonna draw this. This is a liquidity zone here, guys. Okay, so price could literally come back here, reject the zone, and go right back up. So this is on a small scale, 1 hour liquidity zone. Okay, and I also think price could do this. There's a whole lot of liquidity here as well in this zone. Okay, so price could be trying to take all this liquidity that's here, reach this zone, reject it, and then drop right down for this liquidity zone was where I was initially hoping price would be going this week, right? Maybe we could do it somewhere about here. All right, so this is where I thought in my previous videos the price was going to go, but clearly it looks like it's going to clear the up liquidity, for the buy liquidities, and then it is going to come down for the sell after. So here we have drawn the line. So like I said, it could be really going for this top and then coming back down, or possibly just at this zone. So do you guys see what I'm trying to say here right now? As in, like, do you know, like trading on a naked chart, you must be able to draw your zones. You must be able to tell the trend. These are all quite basic things in terms of trading. And that's when, after you can read a chart, you can understand price action and all this stuff. That's when you start using indicators because they become useful, and just makes it a little bit more clearer, if that makes sense. Okay, so right now price could literally be doing a retracement back here, and we'll wait for the rejection, and then we could possibly take it back up again. Okay, but if it doesn't, for example, here if you see price, you know it's going to go down. You want to drop to the lower time frame if you're trying to catch a sell. If you ask me, I would not, just because on a higher time frame it looks like a buy. Having said that, on a 1 minute time frame, you want to wait for break of structure, right? So you can see prices have gone up now, but you can see here price is leveling up. It hasn't broken structure. So you want to see price go down on a structure break, right, on a BOS, and then literally go back, retest it, and then you can enter on the retest, right? Or you can, if you know how to draw, if you understand fibs, it's another thing which is really beautiful, which I really enjoy drawing fibs as well to just guide me to see where price action could really happen. I'm actually just going to draw from the end of the wick to the bottom to the top, okay? And price could hit the 3.1 and all the way come back down to a retracement. Okay, if you, this is a 30-minute time frame, and I could literally draw another sell zone here. Do you guys get me? Okay, so really it's just understanding this and letting price do. If you want to catch the sell, then your sell, you have to wait for break of structure on a lower time frame. See right now it is forming, so you want to see it break, you want to come back for a retest, and then you can enter for a sell to next zone, which it could be here, and the next one should be here. Yeah, so and then how do you use, I'm just going to delete this. And then you can turn on your indicators. I'm going to on the Phoenix indicator, which shows you the trend. It is literally breaking the 10. Can you see? Oh my God, look at the price drop there. Do you guys see that? So this is structure break. And if you turn on BOS, you can see here. Do you see that? So break of structure came down and you can enter basically. Right? So yes, so if you see here, it's really, really messy, but there's a fair value gap here. This is what I mean by liquidity zones. Peeps, it's like literally price come down to clear the fair value gap, and then it's going to go back up again, or it could come down, reject it, the zone, and go to the down. But I still do think right now price. It's hard to say, guys. Look at how messy this is. It's so for me, yeah, it's kind of rejected the zone again here on a 4 hour. Price could go big. You know what? It right now I'm literally just not trading just because, like I said, it doesn't look like a nice trend to me. I don't like it when the moving averages are so in, like they're in between all of this. They look really messy. There's no clear signs of, for me at least, I don't see a clear pattern. Do you see how long this has been going on? Like since 8th of May, it's just going up and down like that. And you can really easily get caught out, and you see this news hit, uh, so this whole area here for me, I'm just going off this. Just this whole area here for me just looks like like a whole bunch of consolidation. I don't like it. So I just want price to really break structure on a 30 minutes, I like to trade the 30 minutes, guys. So I like a price to break out, give a try like a nice trend, come back. Do you see this? Like this is what I mean by a trend before I go off, okay? So you can see price did a nice drop, did a retracement. Let's just do a fib here right now. And this whole drop here, let's do a fib and let's just see how much retracement that price did at this point. Look at that, how beautiful this is. Price came back to retest the golden zone, 0.61. So anything between the zero point 0.5 to 0.618 retracement is a golden zone, guys. It came back to the golden zone and it did a nice drop again. So if you know this is obviously on a downtrend, it's broken structure here, you might want to set like you can typically you can do a sell at a zero point 0.5. So you come up here and then you put your stop loss at 0.764. This will be your stop loss. So and then your buy would be here and literally I mean sell will be here, sorry. So literally touch the golden zone, rejected it, or if you don't want to do fibs, you can see a rejection of twice of the 200 moving average. You literally can take an entry here, guys, which is very close to 0.382 mark. Okay, then your first take profit will be at the zero, second take profit will be the minus 0.25, and the last one will be minus 0.618, which it hit all three take profits. Do you guys see that? Okay, so and then you could, this would have been a nice one. Let's do the fib again. So when you actually trade with trends, I'm telling you, it is actually so beautiful because you really get nice. See this rejected. This came down and did a retracement up to a 0.382 and it did a nice drop again. Do you guys see that? So I would wait for a rejection here. So this candle, I would have entered. First take profit would be this at the close of this candle here. Second take profit would be this, and then price decided to go back up. It didn't hit the third take profit. Do you guys see that? And then price literally went up there again. So this is what I mean by a trend. Like it is really beautiful to catch it with no indicators whatsoever. So if I were to turn on my indicators here right now, you can see all my sell indicators. But this is not really rejecting off anything. So you could have thought this is going to go back down, but it didn't. So you, if you had taken any of this, like if you have taken this, you would have hit a loss really. Okay, because you can see prices go back. This is why a divergence indicator would have been useful. Let me see if I can turn that on. It may be too much this video, but I'm just showing you guys roughly what goes on in my head when I'm looking at the chart. So you can see there's a sell coming here, right? This is here, and then here, it's literally, there's a divergence here. Can you guys see that? I'll show you now. So this is a sell, right? It's a downward movement. Oops. From this candle to this candle. But the same candle here, if I put my cursor, it's the same red candle, okay, to this blue. It is going upwards. Can you see the difference? Or is this too small for you guys? Hold on. I'll show you now. Can you guys see the difference? So you can see there's a bullish divergence here, which means price is going to reverse right there. So this is when divergence becomes useful. So study that. You can go to YouTube for free. Honestly, it's all about YouTubing. That's how I started my journey. I literally just YouTubed like basics, understanding, reading Candlestick Bible, and I read the Candlestick Bible as well. So you can kind of just self-study, practice, back test, and stick to one strategy and back test it and apply it. Because there's so many strategies. I can tell you guys, it's so confusing. And the truth of the matter is, most of the strategies all work. The question is, which is yours? Because if you have like fractal strategy, you have divergence strategies, you have pin bars, and there's just so many different strategies. You start putting everything together and then you start getting all confused. Stick to one strategy, and I can tell you your success rate is going to be it's going to be higher, and also be very, very mindful of your risk tolerance as well, okay? I personally like a zero point 0.5 risk to reward, like not risk to reward, like risk, what do you call that? 1% risk, yeah, 0.5% risk basically every time I take a trade. Maximum I would do is 1% if I'm really, really confident, but 0.5 is my safe bet just because I've done really, really silly mistakes in the past, and I think it's not really very healthy. We want to become a very profitable and successful trader. All right, so This is just me showing you guys in a nutshell how you can combine different things and how you can reach out patterns. And I've showed you guys from scratch without the use of any indicators how you can look at price action and kind of just make understand what the pair or what the candles are trying to show you where price possibly could go, and then incorporate all the different indicators in to help you go along. So Fibonacci is really great if you are on a trend. So every time you get a push down like that, wait for the retracement to happen, catch the move back down again. This is beautiful. Like this is like a sweet move. Like honestly, this one would have caught you if you have caught it here. This would have caught you like a good 500 pips on US30. Like, this is insane. Do you guys get me? I'm going to delete this. So messy. Do you guys? And then another retracement here. I'm going to show you guys how many pips you could have cut off this all the way back down. Just do this, maybe another 500 close roundabouts, 480 pips. Like, do you guys get me? So that in all, is about 1,000 pips in a trend move. So wait for the trend, wait for a nice push down, wait for the rejections to happen, and then go and enter. And like I said, I like to trade on the 30 minutes, but whichever time frame, the lower the time frame for you is a bit more volatile. So 30 minutes to 15 to 5 is what I normally like to play with, but my most frequent is 15 and 30 minutes. Okay. So hopefully this video gives you an insight of like, from the start to finish kind of overall look. Just look at what price is doing, guys. It's dropping. It's just bleeding red right here. So yeah, there we go. So you see that? So price is literally coming for the down right now. So that push up, like I told you guys, so what price did when the CPI news did, it's just doing the right opposite. But at the same time, like I said, this whole thing here just looks like a whole lump of consolidation, which doesn't look nice at all, to be honest. So really, it hasn't really broken any structure at all. Look at that. Do you guys see that? It's just I'm gonna show you. Do I look like I'm drawing a lot of boxes here right now? Okay, never mind. Just bear with me. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see this? Like, shall I delete all of this? See, there's a zone here. It might just reject it and go bounce. It just keeps bouncing in this zone. Do you guys see that? So really, we want to see a structure break, whichever direction, and then wait for the retracement and then catch it. There's always going to be an opportunity, guys. So wait for that. Okay. So hopefully this was interesting. And if you guys got any questions, as usual, pop them in the comments below. And also tell me whether you like this video. And if I can, if there's any questions you guys have on trading, if I know and if I can help, I will just put them in the comments and I'll answer you guys. All right. Enjoy trading, safe trading, and see you guys in the next video.